Yeah.
But you hear a man who agree with me that Nikita had more impact for Jamaica than Mikey.
I heard him.
The man agreed that Nikita was the greater performer for Jamaica than Mikey.
Yeah.
He agreed that Nikita Miller was a more dangerous customer as it concerns. All righty then. Greetings and salutations. And welcome to another episode of the Sports Desk. Now, the program is only for 2 hours today because we're carrying schoolboy football. Manning's a play, people. Who Manning's a play? We play. Manning's a play somebody. Glenmuir we a play. We all beat up Glenmuir. I don't know if it's because them think me I got too emotional. Them didn't send me to the game. You know what I mean? Do all of the Manning Cup game them. And Zidane them do the D Cup game then. But me don't want to do the Manning's game, but we'll keep it as is. So I'll continue to do the Manning Cup game then. So them going Sean and Zidane do the D Cup game then. I would have loved to see the Manning's game, but you know what go? I'll do a game on Saturday. The good thing is I get paid separately when I work weekends from during the week. So me not bad, but people we not know sports today, you know. English we got that. Now, there are a lot of you who say I don't know nothing about sports. Me plead guilty. 20 odd years in the business of sports. Double award winning sports broadcaster. But me take that. Me don't know nothing about sports. Don't cost me. What I do know a little bit about is the use of words in the English language. And for the next hour and a half, or whatever, a English man with that. Like we use one program out of the year for talk some English language. Now, Michael Holding and Nikita Miller have taken off. Big up Nikita Miller, big up Mikey wherever you're. The two people who I get along with fairly well when I see them. The argument is who is a better bowler for Jamaica. I'm going to ask you all this. Which of the two, since you don't like who is the better bowler for Jamaica, let me put it another way. I'm conducting an English class. I'm working here. Which of the two has been a greater bowler for Jamaica? I'm not asking you who has been the greater Jamaican bowler. I'm asking you, who has been the greater bowler for Jamaica? That word for, usually a preposition, sometimes a conjunction. But that is the word that's creating all these problems. So since you don't like the term better or greater, let me come down a little bit more. You're all a part of my class at the moment. Who has had more impact for Jamaica? Michael Holding, Nikita Miller. I submit to you that Nikita Miller's impact for Jamaica is greater than Michael Holding's impact for Jamaica. And I could make a very compelling case, therefore, that Nikita Miller has been the greater bowler for Jamaica. Now, it doesn't mean that he's the greater Jamaican bowler. Now, there's a slight difference. Who has been the greater bowler for Jamaica is not the same thing as who is the greater Jamaican bowler. Now, I submit to you, Nikita Miller's impact for Jamaica far outweighs Michael Holding's impact. It doesn't mean he's a greater Jamaican bowler. I know I might have to say this ad nauseum till you all get it, you know, but me primed and ready. Nikita Miller won, I think, 6 4-day titles for Jamaica with his bowling. I think Michael Holding would have won 2. Nikita Miller was therefore far more impactful for Jamaica. You don't like the word better? You don't like the word greater? Let's use impact. Which of the two had more impact when they played for Jamaica? And if you still insist that you don't get it after this, then I can't help you. But let me make the case again. I am not asking who is the better Jamaican bowler. I'm asking who is the better bowler for Jamaica. You don't like better? Use impact. 460 odd wickets, or 500 and odd if you go to cricket outside of regional. At 16 apiece. Winning 6 4-day titles, 5 in a row at one point. Which of the two was more impactful for Jamaica? Which of the two is a greater bowler for Jamaica? Which of the two had a greater Jamaican career as a bowler? I can't help you after this. Michael Holding won 2 titles, in 88, 89. A team that included Walsh, a team that included Patterson, a team that included Aaron Daly, a team that included the spinners. Robert Haynes, Nehemiah Perry would have played, Marlon Tucker. A lot of people tell you that he was one of the X factors as the captain then. None of this is meant to denigrate Michael Holding. So let me say it last time. We are not discussing who is the greater Jamaican bowler. We are discussing who is the greater bowler for Jamaica. Okay? Who had the most impact? Whose presence on their respective Jamaican teams created more damage to the opposition? If you continue to say Michael Holding, I've given up intellectually already. All right. I've said enough. First call. Hello.
Big up, Orville.
Big up, sir.
Bull.
Bull, where you say?
There. Man, you take what? 8 minutes saying the same thing over and over again?
I could, I'm in the mood to say it for the whole hour, Bull. Because if I don't do that, you all won't get it.
Y'all won't get it. So you group everybody now.
All right. You may get it. You may get it.
All right. So let me just deep on this a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it a case where you said something before saying this? Because if you said something before and now trying to streamline what you're saying, then
no, this is
goalpost a bit.
What goalpost have I?
What was their initial statement?
That if we go by performances for Jamaica, for Jamaica, that preposition for Jamaica, then Nikita Miller would be a more automatic pick than Michael Holding.
Okay,
that is my argument.
So, but at that point in time, you weren't saying who is having a bigger impact or not, no?
No. Bigger impact is because I'm now having to come down to get you all to understand the point.
But that means that you're now changing what
no, Bull. The fact that I thought he was a greater bowler for Jamaica, that he was a better bowler for Jamaica, it means I also thought he had more impact playing for Jamaica. But because you're all not getting the point, and I know that if I come down to, okay, who had the greater impact while playing for Jamaica, then you'll understand the point I've been making.
Okay, so you're all right. So in your argument, are you putting different things that can happen, like who you're bowling against, or who you're playing against?
None of those stop your greatness. No, it doesn't matter who Michael Holding bowl against. Think about this, Bull. Which of them was more impactful or greater for them country?
All right.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
You do.
No, if you give, I do.
Oh, you do.
But I'm saying you have to look at it from 2 points.
Yeah.
If you give me the ball to go against some persons that are average, then we're probably going to look better than or have a greater impact than if you give a good man, a good better bowler than me, to some batsmen that are better than the person.
Remember, Michael Holding was also bowling with some other bowlers doing.
But
the question is, what impact did those other bowlers have while Holding was playing?
So we're gone outside of Holding and
No. I'm saying to you, greatness has to do with your impact.
Yeah, but when you're
playing,
when you're comparing cross eras now, because I think it's cross eras, yeah.
Yes.
We all have said, including you, cricket batting and all those things were better back in the day.
I agree.
Okay, so if I am bowling to better batsmen and you are bowling to the lesser batsmen,
yes,
wouldn't it be argued that you're most likely to have a...
All right, and I'll work with you. But I'm happy you come here.
Okay.
Who would you regard as a greater Jamaican batsman in regional cricket? Chris Gayle, Cleveland Davidson. Come with me.
Orville, I don't know who is Cleveland is.
Oh, you don't? Cleveland Davidson played in the same era that Michael Holding played. 80s, 90s.
Okay, I don't know them.
You don't know them?
No.
But they played in the
I'm trying to understand. Listen,
they played in the tough era, sir.
And we can also find a counter example. I'm sure some of these men who were watching in the 80s and 90s can find a counter example of another bowler who is greater than another bowler.
No, man, fine.
Yes, so you using one example does not destroy.
Which one example I'm using? I'm saying to you, sir.
This Chris Gale versus this other person.
I'm saying if we go by the argument that we can't work with Nikita Miller because he played in the easy era.
That is not the only argument.
What other argument are you talking about? I'm ready for you all. Me can't wait. Sorry, the show is 3 o'clock.
That's why you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they can find many different arguments. But you comparing one person to say it can't go so because it happened for one person. That's not
all right, but forget the gymnastics. Who was a greater bowler for Jamaica? Holding our Nikita Miller. Given that Nikita Miller won 6 titles with his bowling at one point, Nikita, 5 in a row. Who was the greater Jamaican bowler? Not the greater Jamaican bowler. The greater bowler for Jamaica.
Let me ask you this question with all your experience.
Yeah.
If Michael Holding was bowling to these batsmen who Nikita Miller bowled to,
maybe he would have had a bigger impact.
If Nikita Miller was bowling to the batsmen that Michael Holding bowled to, do you think
maybe he would have had a lesser impact?
Okay.
But we take them when we sit there.
That's all I want. That is what I want.
Yeah, but that doesn't take away the impact that he had when he played.
We now take away the impact.
So the question is, who had a bigger impact for Jamaica when they played? Holding or Miller? It's a basic question now. Come with me now.
It's a basic question. The answer would have to be Miller because of.
Thank you. And who? Okay, so you agree that Miller had the greater impact?
Yes.
So let me ask you another. Fine. And who was the greater bowler for Jamaica?
If I am bowling to some great things,
no man, fine.
I'm bowling to some high schoolers.
Then you might have more impact on me. I give you that. But understand that this is my argument. Nikita Miller had a greater impact for Jamaica. Nikita Miller was the greater of the two.
So you're saying greater impact equals better or
better for, yeah.
All right, so let me ask that
for that country, for that team. The argument not done now, man. It doesn't mean that he's a better Jamaican bowler.
I'm going to go cross sport. I'm going to ask you one question. Yeah?
Yeah.
Who is a better player? Eric Cantona or Wayne Rooney?
Eric Cantona, the man who love fight and jump off in a crowd to fight people. Or Wayne Rooney. Close. Could be debatable.
Who had a greater impact on Manchester United?
How many titles did Eric Cantona win? And how many titles did Wayne Rooney win? Help me out.
I can also tell that Jago win all the titles.
Then help me out, man. Whose performances helped their team to win more titles?
You're talking about impact.
Then impact are one of the words I have to come down to.
Then Eric Cantona has one of the biggest impact on Manchester United.
And if Eric Cantona's performance helped Manchester to win more titles than Rooney, then you could say he was the greater Manchester United player. But when we go around, my boss.
No, what I did.
Nikita Miller impact on Jamaica's cricket in terms of winning titles far outweigh Holding.
Orville, I wanted to talk about something for a minute. I just did what you were trying to do with the comparison between two other persons. Counter example.
But hear what you do now.
Don't want to talk about something.
Yes, no. The show is short. You're there from 8 pass, it's now 15 pass.
I hear boy want to talk about I man make a good performance.
But no. I love it. Uno drop right in my lap.
No man, contact murder a while ago.
Big up yourself. We're coming back after the break. People, Uno can't talk about what I want to talk about now. Uno can't want to talk about how, for example, Raheem Cornwall continues to embarrass those of you who continue to talk about the man weight. We can't talk about that too. And out of cricket, I'd love to ask the basketball people. At one point, we were hearing that Draymond Green was the most important member of the Golden State Warriors. But yet the others have gotten the kind of contracts that they like. And Draymond Green has not gotten the one that he like. I don't even know the details of the contractual arrangement. Even like a Jordan Poole now come get the kind of deal with him like. If Draymond Green was the most important member of the Golden State Warriors up to 2-3 years ago, what has happened since? Why is it that the Golden State management are not prepared to give the most important member of the Golden State Warriors his big earnings? Eh? We can't talk about that too. We can't talk about football and how schoolboy football I go. We can't talk about all of that too. You know? Wayne Shaw resigned from Kasafa. The news came out earlier today. But if you want to talk some English language, let's go there. Who is a greater cricketer for Jamaica? And I dare you to tell me that Michael Holding was greater for Jamaica than Nikita Miller. Nikita Miller at one point helped Jamaica win 5 48 titles in a row. And them did win 2 years before that. So 6 years out of 7. Michael Holding. Wasn't that impactful for Jamaica to that extent? It doesn't mean that Nikita was the greater Jamaican bowler. He was the greater bowler for Jamaica. That word for, look it up. Preposition or conjunction, depending on how it is used. Let's talk some English. And if you don't want to talk some sports, I'll reluctantly come with it. Mount Salem, big up yourself. How you do?
Yeah, that's why people always say Mount Salem is a disciple. You know?
Yes.
Because while I first disagree with you about this Mikey Wally, Nikita Miller thing,
yes,
the more I listen to your argument and the other people's argument, is the more I get to understand what you're saying, and not necessarily totally agree with you, yes, but more understanding and more leaning towards what you're saying. Because look at this, Mr. Higgins. You remember the other day, somebody was talking about the persons about who top 5 or whatever for a person who performs for Jamaica.
yes.
When they were saying Bolt and Shelley and all of those people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really look at it, you know, Mr. Higgins, if you're not even gonna say top 5, if you're gonna pick top 10 performer just for a performance for Jamaica, because remember, you know, Nikita Miller is performing for Jamaica, you know.
Yeah.
And Bolt and all those people, while they are ahead of him, yes. But if you're gonna go by performance of for Jamaica, Nikita Miller will be right up there. Because remember, we're not talking about performance for other teams. No, we're talking about performance for Jamaica.
For Jamaica. No, I want anybody to tell me. Again, let me stress, because I've done this thing for years and months for the smaller minds understand my point. I am not arguing who is the better Jamaican bowler. I'm arguing who was a greater bowler for Jamaica.
Right.
Now,
so if you're gonna pick
dare to tell me? Yeah.
If you're gonna pick performances for Jamaica, Nikita Miller will be definitely be in the top 10. Even if you're gonna say he's not number 1, number 2, but he would definitely have to be top 10, because you're talking about, as I said, performance for Jamaica.
I'll ask another one. Whose performance had more impact for Jamaica? Nikita or Mike?
Right, and these are the same people
Where are the people
who talk about value, about winning in sports. So
yeah,
you talk about those 6 cycles or whatever, 5 fans straight, what Jamaica won.
yeah,
Nikita Miller was basically the most significant player on his team.
yeah.
And again, who for the past 10 years, who for Jamaica has been the most significant player on their team than Nikita Miller? I'm talking about the team sport now, not talking about track and field, even though you have track and field.
I am prepared to go further, you know. I am prepared to say that Nikita Miller was as important a regional cricketer in the last 20 years, maybe, as maybe any other cricketer. Greater impact on regional.
And I know the show is short, Mr. Higgins, but look again. Why is Steve always talking about era? They do it with Brian Lara, as if, Brian Lara never faces Robin Peterson and all of them.
Yeah.
So Michael Holding only bowl to great batsmen.
No, there were no weak batsmen in Michael Holding's time, apparently.
So they are behaving as if from number 1 to number 6, it's all about these great batsmen.
Yeah.
Right? So and if you check, Mr. Higgins, a lot of those batsmen that they are talking about, they don't have great averages, you know, Mr. Higgins.
No.
A lot of them, if you check, they have mid-30s, late 20s averages.
Yeah.
The ones that separate themselves are early 40s or late 40s.
Yeah.
So these great batsmen that they are talking about, it's not that far either. Yes, we know that a lot of these batsmen are poor, but so was some of those back in the time. So while Brian Lara faced the great bowlers, I don't remember if you remember Robin Peterson, Mr. Higgins. Every time Brian Lara
The left arm spinner where Brian take 28 of him over.
Right. And Chris Lewis and all of those. I never when they're analyzing Brian Lara career with Steve Simmett and all of them.
No man, is already
they don't
great,
talk about Chris Lewis and all those bowlers, you know.
No.
And Dean Headley from England and all those bowlers. All you hear about Shane Warne and I gotta mention Shane Warne. Do you remember Shane Warne's first 2-3 tests? How many wickets he got?
India destroyed.
Right. So if Australia had done what West Indies has done, right? Nobody's saying Nikita Miller would be the next Mullah Litaran. But he should have gotten his chance. People are behaving as if, he would not have.
No. That's not the issue, no, my boss. There are two issues at play here. One, Orville Higgins says it, so we have to oppose it. That's A.
Yes, we know that. We know that.
And B, Orville, the emotional factor when it comes to, you hear two words, Michael Holding, Nikita Miller. Thinking stops. How do you compare Nikita Miller and Michael Holding? So the cognitive levels are turned down low. And 3, people are thinking that I'm comparing the two as bowlers. 4, people don't understand the English language. Now, that's why I want to ask them. Who has been a greater regional captain, Tamar Lambert or Brian Lara? Now, some dimwit might tell you that I'm saying Tamar Lambert is a better captain than Brian Lara. It's not that I'm saying. Who had more impact? Who was the greater captain when they play regional cricket? I submit to you, boss. We're not talking about Test cricket now. Who was the greater regional captain? Forget Brian Lara. Clive Lloyd or Tamar Lambert?
Sure. I'm
so make we go
you.
Clive Lloyd now. And make we go Tamar Lambert now. Since you don't want us to talk some English, I submit to you that the case could be made that Tamar Lambert was a far more was a greater regional captain than Clive.
But it's a success I think he was. Well, I would have to look at the stats though. Well, let me ask you quickly.
Yeah.
Who would you choose between him and Marlon Tucker?
Because he did it for longer, I would go with Tamar. Tamar won more titles than Marlon Tucker.
Yeah, but growing up, Marlon Tucker is one of the best.
Yeah,
let me talk tomorrow again.
The time short. But let me see if I could help the slow ones at the back to understand the point I'm making. So I'm changing from this argument to another argument. Who was the greater regional captain? Tamar Lambert, Clive Hubert Lloyd. Who not come with me now? Regional me attacking. Okay. All right. Who we have now? Give me a next one, man. We'll try again. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes, man.
Listen, I hear you rambling this morning again.
I am going to ramble a little bit more until people like you get the point I make.
Yeah, every time. No, man.
Yeah.
But let me tell you my understanding, Mr. Higgins. In the first instance, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Maybe I will have
to. I hear you say about when this argument was about that if you're going to pick an all-time Jamaican team, tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Then, based on Nikita Miller's record, he must be in this all-time.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, so tell me, when you started it, was it an all-time Jamaican team you were referring to, sir? Cricket team?
I said based on their performances for Jamaica.
No, hold on. So that is what I'm wondering. For me, I get it wrong, so I'm going to ask you again.
Yeah.
And you can tell me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
When you started this argument, it wasn't about an all-time Jamaican team. Was it that?
It wasn't so much about an all-time Jamaican team as to say Nikita Miller.
If it wasn't that,
it was. Well, hold on.
If it wasn't that, sir,
hold on.
All wrong.
It wasn't about a team per se. It was about where does Nikita Miller rank as a bowler in regional cricket. So I wasn't even talking about the batsmen. You know. This argument has not been about a team per se. I wasn't.
No, that is what, because
I was never looking at which batsman made the team. I'm saying Nikita Miller, based on what he has done for Jamaica.
I had the wrong.
Yes, would have to be in any.
My mind.
You had it wrong. You see how long it took me to realize.
You were selecting an all-time Jamaican.
Hold the line. We're coming back. All right, so we're back. What the name again? Don?
Don.
Don.
Yeah, I call yesterday.
Yeah, man.
So then, let me just put it out again, just to make sure say I had it wrong all along.
Yeah.
When I heard you were making a comparison, it wasn't that you were naming an all-time Jamaica team, and because Nikita Miller did so well at the Jamaica level, then naturally he would deserve a pick.
I wasn't naming a team, because if you notice, me not talk the batsman there.
All-time Jamaica team.
No,
it wasn't that.
You asked me, so let me answer now. I was at no point selecting a team per se, because I've never talked about who I go keep and who I go bat, and I wasn't interested in that. I am saying if you're picking an all-time Jamaica team and your parameters are what they did for Jamaica, then Nikita Miller spot on that team has to be.
You say if you were picking an all-time Jamaica, so I don't understand that. Is that ever?
No, I'm just looking at the bowlers, you know. So I wasn't looking at a team so much as I was looking at the bowling part of whatever that team would be.
Right. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, man. All-time Jamaica team as far as the bowling.
As far as the bowling, I will looking now. Just what you do for Jamaica. Then Nikita Miller name Muscal. I had enough of the man where you could argue were better bowlers outside of Jamaica than him.
But
what in that is so hard to understand?
Yeah, because if you saw them, that means I was correct then. That if you're picking the bowlers from the all-time Jamaican team bowlers over the years,
yes,
then Nikita Miller would have made it over Michael Olin based on his stats.
No, not just based on his stats, my boss.
All right?
Based on his stats, don't forget that preposition.
No, man.
For Jamaica.
Man. Yes, man, but I just want for you to accept that you actually said
yes,
Jamaica team as far as bowlers are
as far as the bowlers. So I wasn't really thinking about a team person. That's the bowling part of the team.
Yeah, the bowling part of the team, man. The team
yeah, but we're repeating ourselves. So let me ask you this. Who has been the greater Jamaican bowler?
So hold on. No. Hold on. There's no, if you and I are not talking the same language then, because if you're talking about the bowlers, all-time bowlers in a Jamaican team, all-time bowlers in a Jamaican team, if that is what you're talking about, and if you say yes, then it has to be Michael Holding.
Based on what?
Based on the fact that every regional cricketer that aspires.
All right, I hear your argument. Is that different? No, man, but we hear you yesterday. But we hear that argument. Don't repeat it. Radio evolve.
Let me make another point because
I want you to tell me who was the greater of the two playing for Jamaica.
Oh, it's not that who I would put in an all-time Jamaica team there. That is not it.
All right, forget the all-time Jamaica team. Who was the greater of the two for Jamaica? If you had to choose the greater bowler for Jamaica, which one would you use?
No, if I am to select an all-time Jamaica team, it would have to be Michael Holding.
All right, so may I ask another? You said that already now. So may I ask another question now?
Yes.
Which of the two? Lord, let me ask you the question, man.
Well, no, you agree with what I said?
No, I mean I agree. So you don't agree with me. But may I ask you one different thing where me about the two we can agree on?
No, but let me ask you a different thing that the two
Big man, me are the host of the program, so me if I ask you.
But me on the call line, I mean, so I can't ask you tomorrow.
But answer me this first. Which of the two has had more impact playing for Jamaica?
Oh.
Mikey or Nikita?
Michael Holding. Obviously, it should have been Nikita Miller.
Hold on. So hold on, let's work it down. Nikita to you has had more impact playing for Jamaica than Mikey.
Yes.
Which of the two has been a greater bowler for Jamaica in terms of its impact for the team?
Nikita Miller, man.
Okay. So based on what you're doing now, Nikita would have had a bigger impact. Yes, Nikita would be the greater performer. For Jamaica, me
at a Jamaica level.
That's all me at. But hold on now, man. Hold on, sir. So you are telling me now. Hey, God, you are arguing that the man who had the greater impact for Jamaica, who was the greater performer for Jamaica, who helped Jamaica to win more games, that if you're picking a Jamaica team based on performance for Jamaica, you would now pick somebody else above that man.
Yes, and I can justify it.
Boy, them kind of reason you have me away.
No, but you know what? You don't want to hear. I agree with you. You don't want to hear what you're saying, but you force me to hear what you have to say.
All right, sir. Let me hear how you wiggle your way out of that. Nikita had greater impact than Holding. Nikita was greater than Holding. Nikita was more a match winner than Holding. But if you're picking an all-time Jamaica team based on Jamaica performance, our next somebody you got to pick.
And you ask me to
all right, go on. Use a minute. Uninterrupted.
Yes, man. Okay. Let me make the point. All these regional cricketers that play for their respective countries in the territory aspire to play for the West Indies. So once you go on that field for Jamaica, your only aim is to represent the West Indies because you know here is where
embarrassing, you know.
The top of the top is. So if Michael Rowling step out of Jamaica and Lara at Trinidad and all these great players, Roy Frederick, and them not play and them excel at the highest level. How now when you're going to pick a Jamaica all-time team, all these players that excel at the highest level, leave them out.
All right, my boss.
That's not possible.
You won't get it, and I'm not trying to convince you.
All right, so one more point, because this 1 minute done. Out and you make a brilliant point. Yesterday we were arguing about Maurice Foster as the Guinea dog for Shell Shield cricket.
No man, we done. You're not gonna convince me. I'm not gonna convince you. And this show, sir. You're not done. Make a move on. Done. I give you your 1 minute. I didn't interrupt. Big up. I just want the people to answer me this. We agree that Miller was more impactful when he played for Jamaica than Mikey. We agree that he was the greater performer for Jamaica than Mikey. We agree that he won more tournaments for Jamaica than Mikey. We agree that all the indices that determine greatness for Jamaica was Nikita Miller a greater Jamaican bowler, a greater Jamaican performer. The answer to all of these is yes. Now, if you're picking a team based on exploits for Jamaica, you'll pick somebody else. You know why? Because they're not going with who better overall. Poor argument. Next call. I'm loving it. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
What going on, Orville?
Where you say, my boss?
Yeah, man, long time I call the show, man.
We don't know why you desert us, man. But we know, say, Ronaldo better than Messi.
The phone is dumb, man.
Ronaldo better than Messi, we know.
Yeah, man, say Orville.
Yeah.
Why not they say, we never got high school, but the people that call the radio station like them don't start up.
Me never. One at the time I came on this program with the intention to make Jamaican people lift them level in a sport. Me give up, you know, Mobile. Me give up.
Yeah. Why? I'm tell you, I always start this, you know, like when you always get beat, you know. But I tell you, so when they have your facts, I have it right, man. If you know, you're alone, man. Because everything when they come with, it's like, they what I don't even know what to say.
You don't know what to say?
No, sir. Cause
the name of the program is Disagree with Bib's Son at all costs. Me hear some name all over some other place, and man, I'll start sound hungry when what I do these people, I don't know.
Because if they start show that Nikita Miller perform better in Jamaica more than Michael Rowling, this starts idea what more you need than stats.
That's why I may ask them, if you had to choose who was the greater Jamaican bowler, one man will take 500 wickets at 16 and the next man will take 90 wickets at 26. Which of these were the greater Jamaican performer?
The most man will take 500.
Let us use the word performer. Who was the greater Jamaican cricketer of the two when it comes to performance for Jamaica? What? None of that means that Michael Holding wasn't a better bowler, you know.
Bowler. Yes.
So let me say it one more time. But greater bowler for Jamaica doesn't mean greater Jamaican bowler.
A bowler.
That is basic English. I used to teach English, you know. And if there's a student in my class who not get this, I would tell the principal, send him to Jamal, you know.
I never take English, but I still understand.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well,
why? So on to Zidane.
Zidane going to do the Mannings game with them, the man shot.
Okay. So I did it tomorrow.
Yeah, man. So you can't kill him and tell him, oh, Ronaldo bigger than Messi, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
know really that you want to.
No, man, I really that. That's the argument that me hear you talk about.
Yeah, my boss. Leave it
Yeah.
there now, though. MU. All right, who this now? Driver. We take the break first. We take the break and then we come back to drive. So let me try one more time. Who had the better career for Jamaica in regional cricket? Help. Who had the better career in regional cricket? Mikey or Nikita Miller? One took 500 and something wickets at 16, winning 6 titles. The other took 90 wickets at 26, winning 2 titles. Which of the two? And I also made the argument that Nikita Miller was more feared in regional cricket than Michael Hood. And of course, people take the meaning of the word feared in its wrong context. Now, fear, in the context that I use, is not talking about fear of broken limbs. Because clearly that would be rubbish to think that you fear what Nikita Miller can do physically to you with a cricket ball in my hand. Fear in the context that me, the English teacher, I use is not about danger to life and limbs. Which of the two would opposing teams be more scared of? One man take 27 5-wicket haul, the other man take 1. Okay? Since you don't get it, Mutar Mir Litteron was feared. Him is a spinner. Nicholson Gordon is a fast bowler. Play for Jamaica. Now, who was more feared when opposing teams are played? Nicholson Gordon or Mir Litteron? The fear doesn't mean what they can do to you physically. Nikita Miller was 27 times more likely to get a 5-wicket haul than the great Mikey. You don't need to lift on the levels and stop company radio come take me on and sound stupid. Driver, how are you doing, sir? Put up drive.
Yes.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Yes, driver. Don't stop at all. Midday, I try to teach some English, my boy.
No, that is what we call about. That is my problem with you now.
Yeah.
Because you have not been so. Look here, I understand what you were saying. When I listen, I understand. And this is what respectfully speaking. This topic show the reason why we have so much problem respectfully speaking with the English language in Jamaica and more so the comprehension aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because here it is, you make a statement. And there are 3 words in it that make a big difference. If you take them out, it's a different dynamic. The word regional, for, and Jamaica. That makes sense?
Yes.
It's simple. It's AB. A little English will be not one how much. But the little English will be note tells you that once you add a particular word to a sentence, it changes the dynamic, and by so doing, change the meaning of where you are saying that the one sentence, just one word. Just one word. So you might follow with you now.
Mm-hmm.
You might follow with you now. You need to find time when you're explaining things, do it as how you did it the last 20 minutes ago I was listening. Mark, you have a little program for a couple of days now, but you have to explain the things that a lot of people don't understand if you don't go in details like you did 20 minutes ago, and you expound on the word regional, the word and the phrase for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
That is what, like the man come on earlier on and ask you again if you misunderstand, and you explain to him. You have to do that, will respectfully speaking, so that the people understand what you mean once you add. Because let me ask you one question. 2 questions quickly, because I'm never run quick.
Yes.
If you have a team and you 11 man make up the cricket team, and you shot at 1 bowler, forget about, you know about Michael Holding, you know about Nikita Miller, you know about Franklin Rose.
Mm-hmm.
So put aside them record who they play for, and you walk into the room and you decide to say, listen, I want 1 man in. Who you going to take out? Put aside them performance for the region, for West Indies, or whatever. Who you going to grab and run with?
No, man, when you say forget about them performances for West Indies,
Meaning,
what do you mean?
Meaning, don't use regional. In other words,
Just use
bowler. I'm trying to find.
Oh, Mike, then if you're not if you're not committing it to regional cricket. No, Mikey, me I work with.
Mikey, thank you very much.
I've said that
But
million
yeah, me know I said that. No, me want to hear it about 3 more times.
Yeah.
Some of people understand. I understand that. But I'm just wanting to say it 1 more time. Maybe 3 more times. But if you walk into a room and say, all right, based on the people in performance, and you walk in the room and say, based on the performance with Jamaica, who show the money you go and you have to grab Nikita Miller. Because if you are taking based on the performance for Jamaica,
yes.
it has to be Nikita Miller. Make sense?
Yes. What is so difficult to do?
So what you need to do now is, when you talk them something here,
slow down.
Slow down, one, and be extremely explicit as it relates to the English language part of what you say.
Oh, boy.
If you follow me,
Driver, I don't know how to do it better.
No. Honestly speaking, you do it better this morning today.
Yeah, I did it better.
Yeah.
But you hear a man who agree with me that Nikita had more impact for Jamaica than Mikey.
I heard him.
The man agreed that Nikita was the greater performer for Jamaica than Mikey.
Yeah.
He agreed that Nikita Miller was a more dangerous customer as it concerns him team doing well against the other team than when Mikey was playing.
Correct.
But in picking a team based on Jamaican performances, a Mikey him go with. How do I deal with that kind of reasoning?
That can't be.
Jesus God.
That can't be. That cannot be.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
I will leave it with you.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that the understanding of the English language is the problem.
I think so too.
And you too.
But that is
that
is not the only problem. The Orville Higgins factor. You agree with that?
Yes, man.
There's a
Higgins and the English language.
There's a kind of I don't want to call it hate because I don't think people really hate me. Because I don't really do people nothing for them hate me. Enough people me help in the earth and good to enough people. You know. So I don't think it's hate. I almost want to think it's, I don't know, envy. I don't know what the word, my boy.
No, let me tell you what I think. So I 2 weeks ago I sat down when I thought about it.
Yeah.
And one thing came to mind is opposition carry crowd. Or when you offer to oppose somebody else, or you agree with the person, you're not having a crowd for that.
Oh, they know that disagreeing with me give them
so
popularity and status.
No matter what you say, you're going to find some way to oppose you just to gain some traction.
Some traction. Okay. Well, right. So it's not hate and it's not bad mind. It's,
no, man.
It's using me and my name to get themselves big. We see it for Carl of the year on the program, yeah. We see it in some other media. In other quarters. Calling my name is the thing to do. Alright, me get it. Drive and make me leave it right.
Me too. Leave it right there.
No, that is mercy. Oh, Father, what in heaven. Jago.
Hello, good day, Orville.
Yes, and
it's actually Jago.
Oh, me think J. That's Gio, miss.
Yeah, I said Jago, so the gentleman might have just thought otherwise. Yeah, it's Jago. Some people insist on the same, but me all right with Jago, you know.
Yes.
Struggling, Orville. You are, in explaining yourself, and it's a little sad that an English teacher is struggling. What about lesser mortals?
Jago is saying that Orville is having a bad day. I mean,
okay.
What a surprise.
I think, Orville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's age, but the goalposts like it getting too heavy for you nowadays, you know.
Indeed.
And shifting it around.
So says Senji.
Shifting it around is have you ever spoken to Michael Holding on radio, Orville?
Yeah, man.
All right, because I'm going to remind you of the conversation you had with Holding on radio.
Yes.
But before that, let me just say, to Mount Salem, he wondered about some batsman named in the Guyana team. Guyana won Shell Shield 73 and 75.
Yes.
Mikey made him debut for Jamaica 73.
Yes.
And those 3 first years we talk about Mikey not having impressive figures.
Yes.
It was because of that, mainly because of that Guyana side. Mikey in 1974, he had none for 107 at Tabina Park against Guyana. Kali Sharan make 197.
At Savannah Park?
Yes, man. The year before, 73, when Mikey make him debut, at Border, he had 1 for 91. Kali Sharan make 135.
Yeah.
So that skewed figure which you mentioned is really due to Kalisharan. So to Mount Salem say, oh, I say 4 people in Ghana can bat better than Shandapal.
He said that? He said that?
Him question it. You know, I named Ron Kanai, Alvin Kalisharan, Clive Lloyd, and Roy Fredericks.
No, wait, so you're telling us to say what, though?
I'm saying that, yes, indeed, Mount Salem. Even if you can argue Clive Lloyd and Roy Fredericks, you cannot argue Kanai and Kalisharan against Shandapal.
All right, so you're giving us the Guyana great batting list to what end, though?
To say that in 1975, Mikey Oling scattered Alvin Kalisharan's stump at border.
Brilliant.
For 0.
Wonderful.
And it's that match, that ball that got him into the West Indies team.
Are you saying that to say what, though? You're telling that to tell us how good Michael Wooling was then?
To say that 1 wicket is worth 100 of Nikita Miller's
So are you saying that in those 3 years that Michael Wooling was playing and get that one, is that supposed to be a compliment to Michael Wooling's start to Jamaica's cricket?
It's an attestment to the quality of the opponent.
But you agree that Michael Wooling was a very average performer for Jamaica in those days? By telling me about one man that he bowled.
Orville, that is statistics. So that is not something to agree or disagree or to argue, Orville.
So you agree with me that at least statistically, Nikita Miller was a better Jamaican bowler?
Because, for instance, in that not for 107, you know how many drop chances there were off Mikey?
You know.
That's what I'm saying. You're dealing with statistics, Orville.
Do you know?
So I'm telling you, the man might tell me bowling good, although him don't get any wicket.
Oh.
So you're 40, 50 years later now, you're looking at statistics, and all the people I'm trying to educate you on, Orville.
Yeah.
Is that statistics, you have to be guided.
Who was a greater?
Hold on. On the question of Cleveland Davison
and Chris Gayle.
And Chris Gayle.
Yeah.
What would go for the... Chris Gayle is a better batsman than Cleveland Davison.
Regional
no,
matter.
No, listen to me.
Regional.
Because you're debating the argument. You're going like people that say everybody but old time better than nowadays bats. No.
So what makes Chris Gayle better than Cleveland?
A number of factors you have to look at.
No. You can't. Calm down.
Let me tell you.
What makes Chris Gayle?
No, you have to listen to learn.
But may I ask you? This is the question. I want you know. So this your answer.
The people. Whether Cleveland Davison better than Chris Gayle.
No. That is not what I'm asking. No.
You're doing it, like you said.
No, but San Diego. I never asked who is better, Chris Gayle or Cleveland Davison. No.
And you asked about
no, Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle. San Diego. If you're going to come and be critical of me, the very least you can do.
No, Gayle is better than Davison.
I am not asking. Hey, but no. But no, San Diego.
Marshall and Wayne Daniel.
San Diego.
Those are added points for him.
San Diego.
It's not sufficient to put him above Gayle.
I didn't ask who was better. I asked who was the better regional batsman. Cleveland Davison or Chris Gayle. Show the word regional. The man said we must teach and use words.
All right, Orville.
So who was the better regional batsman?
Okay, Orville.
Clevie or Chris Gayle?
What Dan is trying to tell you.
Oh, him not answer that.
If you have A-level physics and you have O-level physics and you're going for a job, you need not carry your O-level certificate. If you have A-level, Dan is telling you that if you have test acumen, then that supersedes the regional acumen. So man with test. So the basis of your selection is folly. It's senseless to say you pick only on regional performance, Orville.
Very
Can't you see that is folly?
What I see is that St. Jago is trying hard to be the constant detractor is.
60 seconds
We'll give you the 60 seconds. As big a detractor as you are. We give him his 60 seconds. I'm a fair man. We're coming back after the break. All right, St. Jago, use your minute wisely.
Okay. On the Morris Foster Wavell lines comparison, I would say though Wavell have a better test career than Morris, him don't sufficiently separate himself from Morris at the test level to give him the nod. So overall, I would give Foster the nod in a comparison of Foster and Hines. But yes, as Dan said, if the man have A-level, don't bother regard him O-level thing. Use the A-level acumen. And finally, Orville.
But we will have bigger, more test runs and bigger test accolades. Right, so why we not use that for determining between man Foster?
Because I said it's not sufficiently.
But you're contradicting yourself.
No. Wavell have a better testing.
Yeah.
But not far ahead of...
No, man, it is far. It is far.
Man.
Do you know the difference in averages between Wavell and Maurice Foster at test level?
Maurice never Maurice had to take on some...
Don't stutter now, St. Jago. Don't stutter.
It's not sufficient. Maurice Foster's shell shield was super.
And I'm saying, but you are saying
Maurice
that if...
Foster is the best batsman in the history of shell shield cricket, you know.
But you are saying that if the man have A levels, you work with the A levels.
Right.
In this case, Wavell would have the A level.
Wavell
record.
A level not sufficiently for better than Maurice Foster A level. All right, my final point. You spoke to Michael Holding on the show once, and this is why I'm asking you to be careful how you address matters concerning Mikey Holding.
Yeah.
You spoke to him once, and there was a disagreement between yourself and himself.
Yeah.
Yes. And he vowed never to call the program again.
Oh.
This was at the time, I think...
You remember what the argument was about?
Yeah, I'm coming. It was this is from memory now.
Yeah.
I think it was about just about the time when this play better and lose this discussion.
No, it was not that. It was about what was more important to winning test matches, batting or bowling.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Good.
And I said that they are equally important.
Thanks for the reminder.
And I think Holding said bowling was more important.
But the essence of it, though, was that Mikey left the program in frustration and vowed never to speak to you on a radio program again.
Oh.
And I've not heard Mikey call you since then.
Oh. And so, guess what has happened?
To that extent, you know, people would say, boy, you might be a little prejudiced against Mikey.
Oh, people will say that.
No, I'm not. It's not necessarily so, you know, because you might be a bigger man than that. but it's the thing is, it's open to that interpretation. You see what I mean? No, it's just like Marlon, you know. You know, Orville, Marlon did say he would never play another cricket match with Killer Miller. And would you believe they never played together again? Not for Melbourne, not for Jamaica, not for the West Indies.
You're an amusing fellow. We have to leave it at that.
You have to leave it at that.
Yeah, man. It's true, sir.
Okay, you're putting me like Baggio, you know.
Indeed.
You're afraid of me like Baggio?
Yes, we're afraid of this.
All right.
This show gets grown men to act in some very strange ways. St. Jago remembers a conversation with Mikey. This is about maybe 10 years ago, maybe. Or probably longer than that. When the argument, people, was about batting and bowling, which was more important to winning test matches. And I insisted at the time that it was about both that none no more important than none. Mikey had called the program being a fast bowler and was advocating for fast bowlers. Now, it wasn't me who called Mikey, you know. And me, I run a program and Mikey called. Now, if I am saying that it was both bowling and batting, that's equally important. And Mikey called and said fast bowling. Do you think that will sway me? No. I still think of bowling and batting equal. Now, I don't remember Mikey say he would never call me again because I said Mikey after that. And we spoke. But if St. Jago, if you choose to remember that him said that and choose to input it now, and I suggest that is the reason why Mr. Nikita Miller has had a greater Jamaican career and therefore deserve him spot in our Jamaica team and Jamaica. If you believe that is what I'm about, then say, St. Jago, that tells me more about you than it tells about me. When you make utterances like that, St. Jago, intelligent people draw conclusions about the type of person you are. It not tell them about me. Just remember that. Dream and color. One more for you, St. Jago. I knew you would be coming up. Now, at no point did I say Nikita Miller was better than Holding. So if I was carrying some belly for Michael Holding, and it therefore would make me come on radio and speak ill of Michael Holding, I mean, that tell us Nikita Miller better than Holding overall. Now, that would have. All I've said is that playing for Jamaica, Nikita Miller was the greater bowler. I don't operate like that, St. Jago. It's petty old minds like yours that think like that. Me above that. Give me a better, hopefully more intelligent caller. Who we have? Alrick.
Yes, sir.
How are you, Alrick?
There, I know. All gone.
Me there, I wonder why people are the way they are.
Yeah, man. St. Jago coming a while ago, you know?
Me I carry feelings to Mikey because Mikey said him not call about the program. I didn't even remember that. This is how St. Jago thinks in him about. Can't get rid of that.
St. Jago still about the man. I don't know why the man go down the road. But I listen to the program from week and I can understand the reasonability of Jamaicans really low though.
Yes, it is.
Because the man can understand what you say.
Yes, it
that
is.
based on your parameter, based on your criterion, That you're picking out of two bowlers. You're picking them based on what they do for Jamaica. The operative word being for. That is the base on which you're going to pick them.
Yes.
And Nikita Miller is a superior record playing for Jamaica than Mikey Holding.
Yeah.
And if that is the basis on which you're going to pick the man, then clear that Nikita Miller would be the option. Nothing hard that you understand.
It's so basic, it's embarrassing that I don't get it.
It's really embarrassing for true, man, because if you say, based on what they have done for Jamaica,
yes,
then it's clear, based on the statistics that you have provided, 27 5-wicket all, number of wickets, the impact that he has made for Jamaica,
yes, that
has helped Jamaica to win 6 titles,
yes,
compared to Mikey Holding, based on Mikey Holding's bowling average for Jamaica, then it's chalk to cheese. It's clear.
Nowhere did I say Nikita is a better Jamaican bowler. I'm just saying the better bowler for Jamaica. Not
for Jamaica, simple. And when you asked St. Jago a while ago, based on theme thing we might come with, A-level and O-level, I asked him, refused to answer the question.
The man said, if you already do better at A-levels,
at a higher level, yes,
then don't tell me about them O-level performance.
And when you walk back on him now.
When I said Wavell Hines, though, based on your explanation, has better A-level thing, which would be Test cricket and Maurice Foster. He then goes to say Maurice Foster he would pick.
A waffle.
Because Maurice Foster's performance, Maurice's performance at the regional level far supersedes the edge that Wavell have upon him at the Test level. That argument is exactly my point with Nikita Miller and Michael Holding.
Precisely.
But St. Jago is a man very petty, you know. And if there's any argument that is in the eyes of the public, and St. Jago can jump on the public against me, we know him will come. But St. Jago, this is one of the reasons why I'm bad. You think I'm me and I may look bad? Me have a job tomorrow, you know, and I offer me one somewhere soon, you know. Wanna stop thinking you can't come on the radio, talk the bag of rubbish and think I'm me and not do anything.
Maria St. Jago, me like listen to St. Jago, but he has a lot of historical
No man, when St. Jago is not coming against me, it's not a bad call.
Yeah man, St. Jago is one of my favorite callers, but along with below average.
He's very
look at me watch the match yesterday. Past some of the match yesterday with Jamaica versus Leeward Island.
Yeah.
Boy, Jimbo again for them, you know?
There you go.
They were, what, 76-5 at the time?
Yes, indeed.
And the man come and spank a 90-81.
Yes.
I was watching the man like, who's it again? 3 sixes, 3 consecutive sixes of, what's the bowler? The spin bowler. Merchant, yeah. So the man move up the gears quickly.
Yeah.
And that helped Leeward Island support a very commanding total. 270.
Yes.
And Jamaica could only muster 202.
Yes.
Never get to watch much of Jamaica innings still. But I watch that up to the point when they have to stop the match because of the light issue. So I must have half an hour them take to come back to the game.
Yeah man, the two last man, Nicholson, God and Marky, no mainly. Hung around, the two of them but maybe 8-9 overs, just refusing to get out.
So I go on, because we had a good start.
Yeah, well the spinner you know what happened, but the spinner them come on and everybody just I thought we got 2 decisions that weren't great.
Oh.
Ravman Powell cut after a ball. Him convinced him never get no edge. It's difficult to say without hot spot and the snipper thing. But him stand up for a year after him get out. He might very well have to talk to the match referee. I don't think, him think him never out. Blabber, umpire said him. Blabber get a flipper slash Google.
Yeah.
Lick him
leg
before. The commentators are meeting, maybe it done a slide down, lick a back pass leg and them said him as well. So maybe there were 2 decisions that went against us, but we never battled that. And Kuma fire some.
I think we made the game get from the man post so much. Man should make over
after 70 for 5, we dropped the intensity.
Yeah, we dropped the ball.
It was clear to me that the body language of the player said, listen, we have this covered.
Anything
Smith
we can get, then them couldn't get the 270.
Odin Smith did a leg of some ball and
he was the pick of the ball.
Odin and the 3 man went him out 3 man with 3 ball and lick the edge and gone.
Yeah, man, I see the wicket them, man.
So it's not like the man must swipe and out long.
Yeah, man, a good ball, man, good delivery outside half some.
And the skipper take him out after 4 or 5 overs. Unless Odina blew hard and the skipper said, boy, the man ain't fit. But there would be no reason to take him out. And the body language was, this is easy. But then Jimbo stepped. I don't know if it was underestimating the brother there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jimbo can hurt you. We drop with intensity. Next thing we know, Jimbo start lick with some ball.
Exactly.
The other man got the end. What him name? What him name again? Oh God, I soon tell him name. The two of them put together a nice partnership, and after that, the whole I
think I 100 run
and then everybody shoulder drop. Jimbo start lick with some ball, and then by the time them all out 270, the momentum was completely against.
Yeah, man, the Scorpion never have nothing yesterday at all.
There you go.
Yeah, man. All right, cool.
Leave it right, sir.
Yeah, man.
We take the break. Remember, the show is short. We're coming out at 3 o'clock. Or before that, we're coming back after the break. All right, so we're back here online. Who do we go to now? Hello? Who we have there? Nick? Rollington.
Yes, Orville, what's up, man?
I am here, my boss.
Big up St. Jago, man.
St. Jago, so I carry belly for Michael Wood, eh?
Nah, him don't mean that.
He doesn't?
Tell me something, Orville.
You don't know what them called St. Jago.
How many years ago Olin made that statement about bowlers have more?
Rollington, this was an argument, God no, maybe 2010 or 2011, somewhere, but that has to go back about 10 years.
Because based on the experience that he has gathered over that period of time till now,
yeah,
him must change him argument if him come again.
No, probably not. Bowling is a fast bowler, you know, and he's
man,
probably unlikely.
No matter what, a man can't jump. You can't jump to a conclusion like that.
That bowling more important to test cricket than batting.
Important than batting. It don't make sense. I mean,
all if Michael Bowling, all of the bowlers in the world come, me not go agree with that.
Anyway,
the man said, but Rollington, I could talk about this little bit.
Yeah, I watched the.
Oh, you want to talk about something else?
I watched the game yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to say something?
No, me just say Rollington. In all my year, since me I host our program upon KLS, me never know say I'm such a horrible person. You know?
No, well, the fact of the matter is, all of this that is happening will only bring back more callers to you.
My goodness. Me the think I was a good youth. Hey, when you go back to West and ask about me, me's a good youth. When you talk to the media man in Jamaica, Patches, everybody rate me, Patches a good youth. You see the call them to the program you do? Me don't know what me do them, brother. Me don't know what me do some other media people.
No.
My Lord.
Well, I don't look at it that way. I think that you must realize that each time you're attacked a certain way.
Motti used to tell me,
Probably supply you with 3 or 4 more cars.
Let me tell you what Motti tell me way back in the day. And then you can go in where you're going. I said to Motti, I was like a rookie at the feet of the master. And people used to come at him. Everywhere you walk is Motti Perkins. Good or bad, because Motti had his fans like me, but you know him had the enemies as well.
Yeah.
And I remember one day I said to Motti, I said, Mr. P, you deal with the foxes? Much people are losing and knock you left, right, center. And Motti had a long beard, a long whitish beard.
It's a psychological advantage.
And him hold on for him beard and him say, young man, you should be worried when as a media man people are not talking about.
Exactly.
I never understand what I mean.
No.
I know me get it. Well, me can't, my phone ring 40 times a day tell me say people are talk about me now. I say, let the man talk now, man.
The more kind of thing that you invite.
So anyway, I know that you call for talk about. What you said though? You watched the game yesterday?
I watched the game yesterday and my mind flashed back. When I see the way in which Cornwall attacked the Jamaican bowling attack, my mind flashed back to that evening at Sabina Park when Jago launched one of them. Well, I tell you something. I sit down beside Jago and I think it was his glasses over the other side.
Yeah, I know glasses.
And I try creep away from beside Jago because of the embarrassment. And Cornwall just stand up and I'm away for a rock.
Oh,
and I'm just a laugh. That me said to myself, but this brother is not easy. The way him handle the kind of that kind of situation, just cool. But let me tell you something. Yesterday, when the man deal with the Jamaican attack, I said to myself, I wonder if you remember that evening at Sabina Park.
Yeah.
Surely, I know Jago must remember. Yeah, man, I tell him, Cornwall attacked the bowling in such a way. But, you know, Orville, there's a question I want to ask.
Yeah.
In Nkrumah banner.
Yeah.
I don't understand in Nkrumah.
Well, I mean,
you try 5 times the man tried that.
That reverse sweep, them about.
The reverse sweep. 5. It's like him I invite for throw away wicket.
Granted, you know, his decision, I think, may very well be another decision will go against we, you know. Because I think that ball would have hit him just outside the half stump. Well, with the reverse sweep now, it would have probably mean just outside leg. Yeah, him turn around. But you try half of the shot couple times and it don't work, you know, put away the shot.
It's not working. The man was totally offline with what was happening with trying that stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, Banner, and then again, I don't know, there was just some body language where he was concerned that seemed out of place.
No. Well, me now watch the body language. I know him well, but he realized that he must dig in and bat long because the total was big.
Man would depend on for bat.
You see if the others did do what them for do, because Banner's role in the team is to be the anchor, you know.
Yes, definitely.
Right, but when the wickets were falling around him now, and he felt that he had to up the tempo, then him start resort to like an unorthodox reverse sweep,
which
even to ball with dead straight, which me never think was necessary. I agree with you.
You see him play. I see him play a cover drive, man. That at Nkrumah banner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, but and then the wicket them just flow after that. So
Yeah.
Rodman going to have to all up him socks, and because he's been blamed for not bowling out.
And it's not just the fact that he never bowled Smith. There's a thing called energy on a cricket field. There's a thing called enthusiasm and vibe.
Yeah.
Which your captain is the main one. So at 70-5, we relaxed, visibly relaxed in our mannerism on the field. And then after the man them start lick with the ball, we just couldn't get back the momentum. Cricket's a momentum sport, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you have to know for sure little aggression sometime, you know, because the umpiring wasn't really up to scratch.
Yeah, I think we get one or two.
Things happen, yeah. I think twice them, you know. But you can't, you have to deal with that because the VAR not dead yet.
All right.
VAR,
the review. But here what Rollington.
So.
The show short. We are left in the next 20 minutes because we are carrying a big game with man and
yeah, man.
I like a joke side we are gonna be.
Yeah, big up Garvey.
Yeah, man.
All right, Garvey. Cool.
How would this now? Colm King. A long time I know you from Colm King. Colm King, what's up?
Boy, I'm there. I give thanks and praise, you know.
Perpetually. What say you today now?
Boy, I'm there. I laugh, me there.
Yeah, laugh. So me I carry belly for Michael hold it.
No, man.
Oh, okay.
It's a joining man catch after.
A straw.
Straw to back the young man. Them I catch some straw, brother. And I didn't realize the straw they went on the root it in the ground, brother. Wow, you make the man them make you look like a genius, you know, man.
Boy, I mean, I tell you, brother.
Because the way thing get big now is that even some other man on the corner, boy, if they don't call your name, brother, they don't feel it's like, I say, wait.
So
I believe big.
Yeah, but I'm in our boss. Who else in Jamaica? Which other man in media, in the history of media, has been so much the subject of another man program? Tell me that now.
And then when we realize is this, you know.
Yes.
You see me, I go against your brother.
Yeah.
Me, I make sure so my point them well put together, either, brother.
Yes.
Because we don't have to go to my dictionary and all of the other Google all kind of thing just to get my point straight out, brother. You know, make no sense, brother.
That is what they're afraid of with me, you know. Me too bad.
And then you raise some point, you talk about Cornwall. I mean, if you never did bring out this thing about Mr. Miller, you know, me wouldn't know, say, I say, man, great, you know, brother. I come like that, sweep on the carpet, you know, brother.
Yes.
You see what I say? So, we kind of glad to say, well, you're still there a teacher because you're a school teacher and realize some other people have catching years If you learn from you, if you can go put on for them things.
Yes, man. The words I use, the style I have, a whole lot of people imitate me in other business. If you don't just listen to the industry people.
Yeah, man.
Hey, when me dead, them are going to give me my flowers. They don't need to give me no, man. I feel like it's the greatest thing ever in talk sports in Jamaica history. Big up Landp them, though. Landp are the greatest thing, but boy, I may tell you.
When we look on the West Indies side, brother, it's hard to be better in a bit, G.
Yeah,
because then again, when we look on them and them are play, and then when we hear somebody call them come on and I make some talking and me I say then wait, then for them the people them depend upon to learn and to be educated, brother.
Yeah.
Then the team at Jamaica, West Indies and everything now gone down the drain, brother.
Yeah.
Because you have to teach you them wisdom for the youth and you them get wiser in them everything. And if they hell them attack so much foolishness, brother, then what I mean I tell you, them net brother.
No, but you know, Colm King, can you imagine a man tell me? Said the only reason why I sound that way is because I carry belly for Michael.
Then the same man start catch after straw, brother.
Can you imagine?
Start laughing, you know.
Mikey, when me admit that the man is no better bowler than Nikita, me remember.
Because the man agree, you know. At 2 versus 1, the man agree, you know, and still I got choose. Well, then he won beat the 2. You see what I say?
Yeah.
I mean, I say, what kind of thinking them? But again, why me like how Carnival play, brother?
But I've won that argument, you know, but it's so easy now. I told the people 3-4 years ago, watch out for that youth.
I choose to chat, man. Me or you, look here, enough time there, you know, even though you know, hear me call more time, you know, I mean, they are listening, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we listening to show, man.
I was in the bank this morning, you see, my card, somebody at, hey, people, you have to be careful, you know. Today, the first, I get something online banking for my phone. Because normally a machine, I go.
Yeah.
And me find out there's some money I left my account that I don't know about. I call them and them to come change my card. So I was in the bank this morning. And one man in our tie is a man where we know him, he has a brother that work in the media. So you listen, you know who me attack. The man said to me, say, I listen at 1 o'clock just to hear the people coming at you and how good you are at defending yourself. We don't listen for no other reason. I say, all right, well, if that is what the show means to you, that's how it is. Yeah, I feel that, brother.
Yo, enough time there about me laugh every week, brother.
Yeah. They swear they're going to defeat me, you know. Them come and them loud, you know, and them gang up, you know, and them friend line up, you know.
Yeah, man, sometimes they know how you talk, brother. They not give a chance to talk.
Man. And then
they might do everything what they can do.
Yes, man. And then I might just ask one question. And a man, they talk the rubbish that they do. One man said yesterday that you can be very prolific but not very good. Right? One man today one man today said A levels are more important than O levels in assessing a man. Okay, Wavell Hines has better A level numbers than Maurice Foster if you're talking about Test cricket. No, but Maurice Foster's O levels are so great that you have to work with him, which is the point I'm making. They think that they're doing me a bad favor. They know the media industry rate me.
It's something a couple of years ago, you know.
Yeah.
You say that you tell a man, say, boy, that's why he call on you in a year seat of the year job. It's a reason why you did it. So because it's like a child, I got to tell our teachers, go home, go tell our parents, say, Mama teacher fool, you see.
Yeah.
You know, enough sense, you know. You understand me?
Yeah.
You have to listen to the teacher and learn, G. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, big up yourself, G.
Big up Colm King.
Up.
We're coming back after the break. Remember, we're closing out maybe another 15-20 minutes. We're coming back. All right, I understand that we may be joining Sean in about 10 or 11 minutes, maybe 2:45. And I'm being told that we have 3 calls here. So we're giving everybody 3 minutes. Right, Nick? All right, so Baggio, just get straight to it. You have 3 minutes. What did I do wrong now? You have 3 minutes to cuss me out. Go ahead.
Man. St. Jago, big up yourself, St. Jago.
I know you'll be big up, St. Jago.
Boy, I tell you, and by the way, Mr. Higgins, the man never says the only reason why you're taking on Mikey Holding.
He said that's maybe a part of the reason.
Yeah, no, he's wondering, sir.
He's wondering, of course.
Yes, you understand. Yes. So stop misquote the man, brother.
All right. He's wondering if may have belly for Mike.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so.
Because I used to wonder the same, you know, why, because let me ask a question.
Yeah.
is Nikita Miller regional record better than Patrick Patterson?
Yes.
What about Courtney Walsh?
Yes.
Right. What about who again? Name some more bowler.
Nikita Miller has the most impressive record as a Jamaican bowler in regional cricket.
So why is Mikey name alone here pick pan?
And it's not me, just me, you know. It's because
No. You may ask why am Mikey name?
Because Michael Holding is regarded as the greatest ever Jamaican bowler.
Oh,
so I am saying.
What about Courtney Walsh?
No man, people have Mikey in higher level than Walsh. Yeah, so I'm only saying that he's better than everybody.
So Courtney Walsh a big bowler too.
Mikey is considered
big bowler.
Mikey is considered bigger.
Oh, so
don't stutter. I am saying the way how Nikita Miller is, he's bigger than even who we think is the biggest.
So St. Jago gonna bigger than other rest some more test bowler from other rest region.
St. Jago?
No. Mike Nikita Miller is not bigger than some what about name?
No man, I'm talking about it's a Jamaican team I talk about, you know.
Me know, but I just want to know in the region. Me go in the region now.
Different thing that.
No man, me want to know because.
But me have to go check what their records are in regional cricket. I don't know all of the fast bowlers.
What about our bowler here? What name the little youth he used to bowl and dead now? Malcolm Marshall.
Malcolm Marshall's regional record, I'm not sure what it is.
You're not sure?
No, I know what his test record is.
Check out Malcolm Marshall regional record.
Yeah.
And Wes All
and Ambrose. Yeah. But because I was doing a Jamaican thing.
No,
remember you're kind of slow, you know. So I have to just make certain so you know me.
Yeah. That's why I said. That's why me slow, but as I said to you, sir, with my slow self, me ask me slow question, brother. So check out Malcolm Marshall too, and
Ambi them and
all of them,
Roberts them regional record.
Yeah, because they have a big argument, you know. And then when you get that now, you understand me? I say, come with the argument and say Nikita Miller, right? Not only stats better than all of these, but he's a better bowler. He's a better performer.
I never said anything about better bowler though.
What are you saying?
Better.
Yesterday, after I done with you, you say Nikita Miller is a better bowler for Mikey Holding, you know.
No, I never said that.
Yes, yesterday when I done, you said that bastard.
I never said Nikita Miller is a better bowler than Mikey Holding. I never said any such thing.
All right. So you are stating a fact that, which is a fact. Nikita Miller record is better than Mikey Holding record, right?
I never stopped there.
All right, continue.
Since you not get what me say, I could leave that.
So continue, brother.
If you think that I'm saying that Nikita Miller's record is better than Mikey Holding record, or Nikita Miller is a better bowler than Mikey, I can't help you.
No, erase everything. Make the statement now.
No, I've made it too many times, so leave it there.
Make the statement once and for all.
No, man.
The fact that Nikita Miller have a better bowling record than Mikey Holding means what? Continue.
You think I'm saying that Nikita Miller has a... But I never said that. I never said Nikita Miller had a better bowling record.
First, the argument. Nikita
no, you have 3 minutes, and the 3 minutes won't help you.
3 minutes done?
Yes.
All right. Before me go, when you're going to talk again about this argument, this is the way where I left off, right?
Yeah.
Nikita Miller record is a better record. Regional record is a better...
Oh, so you're throwing another word now?
Yeah. A better regional record than Mikey Holding.
Took you a while.
And then after that finish your statement now.
All right.
You're telling us a fact, right? We know that is a fact. Nikita Miller regional record is better than Mikey Holding regional record.
Yes.
And then what?
And not only is his record better, he was far more impactful, far greater Jamaican bowler.
Because his record is better.
All of
what you're going to say,
right.
All of what you're going to say is on his record.
Therefore, if we are picking some Jamaican bowlers on the basis of what they did for Jamaica, Nikita Miller would get in ahead of all of them.
And you're not saying that when it's done that Nikita Miller is a better bowler than Mikey Holding?
No, I'm not saying that.
Then you just a pick
others will get it. You won't. And hey, we have to run the 3 minutes up. We didn't expect Baggio to get it. Did we, people?
Yeah, but just slow. So 4 man is asking.
Baggio, you're 3 minutes up. I told you.
You're picking our record.
Lord of mercy.
Big up yourself, Jago.
I know you would big up St. Jago.
I was wondering what is this all about.
I know.
Me know.
You get me some more.
Orville against anybody who
carrying feeling.
Orville against. I saw him sound St. Jago.
All right.
But Mikey Holding, you don't.
Lord, give me a next call and I cut off this man. Yeah. So he's bigging up St. Jago. It's a clan, you know, people. Me tell you about them, you know. And we know two members of that clan. They big up each other, right? Once it's a point against me. Does it surprise you that Baggio agreed with Mr. P? Baggio is a very desperate fellow. Desperate for likes, from the public and desperate to be relevant with the public. And the only way that Baggio is relevant as a public figure is sports talk shows. And taking me on is his favorite way to be relevant publicly. Baggio is relevant long time. I was a star as a child. I was a star before radio. Y'all remember that? I was a television star. But we understand you need to be relevant, Baggio. And it's to come at me. You think by coming at star people, it makes you a star. It doesn't. Just remember that. CC. I know CC. Lando, first time caller.
Mr. Higgins.
Yes, Lando, first time caller.
Yeah, man, original Gunnan fan here.
Yes.
And I admire your show. And then I find out, say, the man them a follow up your show. You don't have to follow them up. You know, see, some big head man them, man.
Me know.
Yeah. Because every time you make a point, they are trying to fix it to have an argument with you. It's not like them a debate what you really say.
There you go.
You understand?
Yes.
And they're trying to make a mockery of your show, but guess what? They're a fan of you because they keep listening to you and try following up you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to bother get a headache over there.
Good.
Man thing. But I admire your show and keep on teaching. Just teach them.
All right.
Because we are here sitting in our chair listening to you, teaching them.
Yes.
Big time. Respect, Mr. Higgins.
Respect, Mr. Lando. All right, who we have now? We have one more? We have squeeze one more? Who? Mr. P? I could squeeze one more, no? Put through the person. I could squeeze one more. Who? Mr. P. Mr. P.
Yes, me I get at you, sir. Me I get at you. Orville.
Yes.
Why you feel say we get so bad decision yesterday? You know, because probably stand up in a wicket.
No, it's cut out, cut, you know.
Yeah, and the ball jump up.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know, and instead of because I see you know, when West Indies was playing now, when Richard make him first 100 and by you know, the time when next one Steve Buckner square leg, the ball out, you know. Because the umpire, the presiding umpire asked Steve Buckner to confirm because Steve said, boy, you're out, you know. The man stand up like he was a caution and the man no say it, you know. But anyhow, but I don't quite remember if it was Banner or Blackwood. One of them out like a dog and the umpire no give him out, you know, around 2 overs before, you know.
Yes. Right?
So, you know, but a big competition like that, man. Why they not have their something?
Ah. Mr. P, we have to leave it there, sir.
All right, then, cool, no?
Cool. All right, somebody just sent me Malcolm Marshall's first-class career bowling record for Barbados in regional games. Him take 173 wickets at, how much this? Me not see where the average there, my boss. Average 17.37. So Marshall was not normal in regional cricket. 17.37 as in bowling average. Wickets 173. Now then, this is pressure in regional cricket. So, you know, given who Marshall used to bowl to, with a bowling average of 17, and who Nikita Miller bowling to with a bowling average of 16, now you'd have to go with Marshall now, right? When it that close, you go with Marshall. But I barely me have for people. But let me just say one thing, my boss. I became a star in television, not because I used to take people on. I became a star because people appreciated my intellect and the way how I reasoned. Too many of you want to be stars by taking on me. You must can create your own like a niche in a radio by compelling people to rate the quality of the arguments. And that me do. I never have to take on a soul for be big in the industry. That's all me I say. All right. So Sean and Zidane are standing by at a Manning's Glenmuir game. You know that I'll be listening. I hope somebody will carry the game up on some TV somewhere. Since you know, definitely I would want to have a look. People, it's not that serious. It's sports discussion. This is my niche. Someone where a barber and doctor and accountant and welder and them kind of thing. Wanna stick to the field, my boss. Don't come try to compete with me. Wanna never get big like me. None at all. Not in this industry. And that's the problem. Me not tell you no for doing a phone job. Don't tell me for the man. I'm too good at this. We'll take a break. Join us tomorrow. Same time, same place. Orville, Soul.